in most walks of life, in most jobs, we're rewarded for doing something, whereas trading, often doing nothing, is the best thing. Again, to quote Warren Buffett, I think he said, the art of investing is transferring wealth from the impatient to the patient. So it's our third challenge then. Just very quickly, give me one top tip. Start with you, Dirk. One top tip for the traders out there of how you think they could be a better trader, either sort of something they should do or something they should stop doing.
Should I start? Okay. One of the let's say most important things I taught myself, and I heard a lot of times from a lot of traders as well, is trading is something from the definition of acting, of doing something. But you could be trading just in case you are not doing anything, sitting on your hands, not touching your keyboard, not placing, not being able to place. So you are actively passive. You're waiting. You are observing the market, and possibly you let some good setups and the market come into your direction. That is the best trade of your life, because you don't rush into something. Most important is just to be calm, to calm down, and just to talk to yourself, to your own psychology, and to have something like a strategy to calm yourself down all day long, because you're always fighting against yourself and not against the market. It's all about not being a psycho. And if you just try to do something like revenge trades, the moment you open some kind of a revenge trade, you're already fucked up. So mostly that is the wide issue.
Yeah, I think you touched on two issues there. I mean, you speak about doing nothing is doing something. I mean, in most walks of life, in most jobs, we're rewarded for doing something, whereas trading, often doing nothing, is the best thing. Again, to quote Warren Buffett, I think he said, the art of investing is transferring wealth from the impatient to the patient. So it sort of touches on that. And of course, the psychology, if you're revenge trading and things like that, that's just an absolute road to disaster. So I think they're two very, very good points that, traders do need to learn. Salah, then, if you could have maybe a point or two about things that you think traders should or shouldn't do that would help them out there.
Maybe let's start with what traders should do. And this is an experience that I made by myself. Lock in your profits. What I want to mean is use trailing stops. If you are ahead, if your position is running into your favor, so why you are not putting your stop into profit? So lock in your profits, because we know from psychology, there are studies, there's a lot of content around there, which is showing, of course, like Kahneman told us, people are they run their losses, but they close their profits really, really, really fast. And this is actually ending up in being not profitable. And that's why, to make it really short, lock in your profits, use trailing stops from the hand to your mouth, take your money with you, and don't speculate like don't be overconfident. We know that if you give me 1, 2, 3 trades, now my trades are not so profitable in the first run now, but if you are feeling like you are the man, then there might be a mistake, and you need to think about or think about your behavior.
Yeah, you see, you were essentially talking about people being greedy.
I could put that in addition, because Salah made that quite clear. From the kind of technology, we have so many possibilities today.
Right.
We got platforms, high definition platforms. We got the abilities just to move a couple of stop losses in our different positions, and just to use the technology to cut off our own psychology, our own problems. So that's the issue every trader should think about. Using the technology as a friend, the platform as a friend, helping me out and giving me something like a possibility to log in a profit zone, and not it's a case I'm coming back from pouring a coffee and I'm looking into a deep hole of losses. So that would be a tragedy. And the other way around, of course, you could also do that. I do that quite often. Just take the money off the table, the chips off the table, just half of it, and let the other half of the position just run. And that's something like a free trade in case you just move the stop loss onto your entry zone, onto your entry level, or BE you call it. So that's one possibility on top of that. Yes.
Totally.
Yeah, so I think Salah is saying just greed can take over and overconfidence. Interesting. You obviously well read. You mentioned Daniel Kahneman there. His book Thinking Fast and Slow is very much recommended to people out there if you really want to drill in your psychology. The father of behavioral economics. Or you could just Google loss aversion if you want to have a look at Wikipedia. But that's what Salah's talking about. There are natural tendencies to make how we're not built necessarily to trade, and we're there to make the wrong decision. So I think, yeah, some great tips there, guys. Very, very practical. Very, very much the sort of thing that I would sort of agree with as well. Right then, I think it's